Yo, this is CG Ruthless Sports, and I will tell you the story, but I am going to give you the intro. Be sure to subscribe to BGN Sports Media, and I am going to tell you the story as soon as I get this intro kick in. Let's get that intro kick in, and we are going to discuss my football story. And let's kick the intro now. Yo, what's good, guys? This is CG, man. For today's edition will be my semi-football story. I know it's probably not crowded right now, but it will kick in a bit. But let's start off with the journey of how I started playing football. Let's go way back, man. I played since I was a little kid. I played for so many damn years. But it's not the point of what we're getting to. We're getting towards the part where I get to the semi-football league, but I'll give you a short story of where I was before. Started off as a kid, I played running back. Yeah, you'd be surprised. As a little kid, I was playing running back. I was playing a little bit of everything. And then as soon as I started playing towards high school, I was a bit of a DN, but a tweener. I was like a guy that played versatile, played about everywhere. And offense, I wasn't quite much of an offensive player, I wanted to play tight end because I loved playing that position, kind of like Tony Gonzalez was. That was the one guy I wanted to be like, was Tony Gonzalez at one point. That's surprising for some people. That was one of the guys I wanted to be like, and didn't happen. So there was a lot of times where my coaching staffs, they were telling me to play some offensive line. At one point, they were telling me to play offensive line, and I kept refusing to play that position because it just wasn't in my comfort. It wasn't something I was enjoying the most. Position, get the ball or hit somebody here and there. That was something I was more excited about. But the thing about me was I probably was the most stubbornest guy on the team, because when coaches tell me shit, I don't pay attention to what the fuck they say. I tell them, dude, I play this position because I can excel there. You don't know what the hell you're doing. And then sometimes some coaches, man, there was a time in one of these plays when I was coming out of high school. There was a time I even had to go through a confrontation with a coaching staff because of the way he fucked up the plays. I told him, dude, I could have done that shit. Why'd you put that other bum out there? Why'd you put the dude over there? And I didn't mean to throw my teammate under the bus, but that guy had no business taking the position. So that's where I kind of went off on that guy. And then as soon as he started realizing that I was better off that position, it was a far different results than he expected it to be. But I did far better than that. So I've always had to be the kind of guy that would always be the problem child on the field. Because every time I've always told coaches, man, hey, why are you going to put me somewhere here where damn well I could play better over there? And then he kind of gives me some of these coaches, man, some of them can be very stubborn, but they don't know where to put you in position. So I was playing with a couple of clueless coaching staffs in high school at one point. And the reason why we went winless that year was because we were at a place. What I mean at a place was we were at a position that we didn't even play the right positions. Like, they wanted me to play fucking offensive lineman when I was about 200 freaking pounds. Like, why did you want me to play a center at 200 pounds? Are you freaking serious? I could have been a tight end. But no. Coach says, I want you to play at center. I want you to play at center because I feel like you snap the ball better. I feel like you block a little bit better. And I'm like laughing and saying, damn, coach, don't you got other guys playing center? I was like wondering. And then quite a few of my other teammates Quite a few of my other teammates were thinking the same exact way, man. We were definitely just shaking our head a little bit. And then one of the guys on my team who happened to play quarterback, they asked him to play freaking linebacker, and he fucking laughed his ass and said, fuck no. Fuck no. And he said, Coach, you out of your mind. I ain't playing no damn linebacker. That's how much that coach was on crack. And then one of the guys who happened to play linebacker, they asked him to play freaking guard. Are you serious? Because he's physical? Oh, bro. Just because I kind of have a quick reaction doesn't mean I could just snap the ball. I did long snapping. I ain't gonna lie, but they wanted me to play center. What the fuck? So that's where it got me used to that versatile position. What's up, Bird Gang? Be sure to check out that sports media, baby. What's up, Crazy Juice? But let's get on to that topic of what I'm saying, man. This is why they call me Mr. Versatile, because I've been playing everywhere. Played the offensive line through my early years. Even at 200 pounds, I was playing offensive lineman. Even played guard, played tackle, played even damn center when it was not even necessary, bro. It wasn't even necessary to play that position because I was freaking 200 freaking pounds. The coach was stupid, bro. I could have been smashed. Like, come on, dude. You serious? And then there's times in practice, bro. We would have these little fights in practice, you know. I remember going through a locker room one time. We had a couple of teammates going at each other, talking all that smack right on the locker room. And you know what? Sometimes I let that shit slide. You know, I let that shit slide away from when they come at me. But the moment that one guy came at me one time during camp or something, during training camp or that year, I remember coming up right straight up his face and telling him, dude, if you got something to say to me, say it to my fucking face. And this is what I did to him. I went, boom, slapped him in the motherfucking face and told him not to fucking do that shit again. And he tried to come at me, got all pissed, and he went boom, boom, boom. I was blindsided from behind. I got back up and I told him, get the fuck off my face, bro. You don't want that talking all that smack and hitting me from behind. Come on, man. You don't want talking shit about me. You want that energy. And everybody came into the locker to separate the fight, bro. We were going at each other with those rounds, bro. But, dude, they couldn't have it, bro. And lucky for us, the coaching staff didn't see that shit, but we were going at each other. And probably to this day, we probably still don't like each other, bro. Even to this day, this guy talks the most talk shit on me, bro. And you know what? I don't give a fuck about this guy. If he's watching it, go fuck yourself, bro. You're the one with the big mouth. So that guy had the nerves to fucking jump on me from the get-go also, bro. He's always been fucking messing with me. When I came to a point to tell him, what's up with it, bro? You got a problem with me? You want to keep fucking with me and keep on messing with me? As soon as I smacked some sense out of him, he fucked off after that. So that's where I get my football experience. I got tough on the field. Even in practice, I got too aggressive. A lot of them kept bitching and whining, like, why do you get all hard with us? Why not you play soft with us? We're your teammates. We're not trying to hurt you. We're not trying to hurt you and all that stuff. And I tell them, dude, then how the hell we're going to fucking win? We got to play against tough guys. I've always, like, laughed at them. And I'm like saying, are you fucking serious? So you're telling me I'm too hard on you? I thought playing football is supposed to be tough. So when it comes down to it, man, shit, man, a lot of the sissy shit. And that's no wonder why we were 0-10 that time. So it took us a while to get over it. But, you know, eventually I took years off of football. Oh, there's this one story where I did play in community college, but I couldn't even last fucking 30 minutes for whatever reason. It's either I didn't have the passion for the game. It's either the way how the coaches were. I just wasn't feeling it. So it took me a while to adjust the game of football because the way they play in college is far different. So it took me years later to eventually play some football. So I get in contact with a buddy of mine who I haven't talked to in so many years because of some other shit that was false. As soon as I reached up back to him, he was wondering what was said. And I told him, dude, I never said a fucking thing about you. And he kind of said, oh, I thought the other way around. And then he was like, this is where it led me to play semi-football. He's like, hey, we got a football team on the semi-pros. We definitely need to have you on the field, man. We would love to have you on the football field. And I'm like saying, dude, have you played? And he says, yeah, I've been playing for 5 years, bro. Oh, we definitely need you, bro. We need to be teammates again. Remember the days during the McLean High School days, bro? We used to be brothers on the field, man. I would love to have you back on the field, man. Hey, I can forgive whatever was said, bro. I want you back on the field. So I kind of like looked into it. I got in contact with a couple of these guys on the football team. They were cool for a minute. You know, they seemed like those kind of chill, mellow dudes that were more chill. But as soon as we came into the practice field, when I first came into practice, there was this one dude where I just wanted to just have fun with the guy. And he took it the wrong way the first day in practice. And then he comes up to me and says, you do that shit again, I'm going to knock your ass out. And I kind of looked at him and said, bro, come on. It's football. He was like bitching and whining about that shit, but he was like playing like a little girl. And then when we come into practice, bro, didn't even notice that I could have just got some gloves for this shit, bro. But the way they hit me, bro, my hands were all fucking swollen when I was trying to make a chip block or a chip play on the play, bro. I was trying to make a tackle, and one of their fucking guards went fucking hit my hand, bro, bruised that shit. And then a few days later, I come back the next day in practice. I'm all fresh and better. And then we go into this one scrimmage play, okay? So we go all the way on that scrimmage play eventually. Because, you know, I was going on a couple of these practices, but then it came to a point to where we were going to do some scrimmages and play against each other on a park, you know, play a little football. We would have a little fun, play like a little, and then we would work on our those footworks, you know, those footwork drills we do. Because I guess they wanted me to just play offensive lineman. And I kept saying, why the fuck are you guys putting me out there again? Like, why are you guys putting me at offensive line? It's like, no disrespect to everybody else, man. It doesn't have to be offensive line. I mean, I like D-line. But I just do whatever was said. And I just said, I don't give a fuck. I'm just having fun. So we do these footwork, all these drills, all this stuff, you know. You know how some players do that all the time on the field, where we do it in practice, we do it during pre-games, we do these type of foot drills, and then we work on our stance sometimes if you want to play D-line. So there was a couple of times during the field where we just play with one, we get contact with each other, you know, but we don't get like as hard as everybody else. But as soon as we got those pads on during that one time in camp, bro, it was like no rules. You can get knocked the fucked up in practice. So I put all my pads on, you know. I get these big boy pads on. I get this damn helmet on. I put that shit on, and we go on one-on-one, bro. And I remember one of the guys that they had on the football field, he was the one that was okay with me being on the football team. But as soon as he seen some shit behind the scenes, what was said about me, bro, he was like not even sure about me making the football team. He's like, I don't know. You're a little bit. You're not fast enough. You're not tough enough to be on the football team. Oh, I don't know. So I try to like test them, bro. So I go on this matchup one-on-one with this guy. The one thing that kind of makes me more advantage of him is I was able to out-technique this guy. And he's been playing football for 6 damn years. I made him look like a fucking rookie out there. And then he's like, oh, good technique. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry if I talk that smack about you like that. Oh, I was just wrong about you. Oh, you could work on your technique better, but man, you're quick off the line a little bit. Oh, we can definitely put you in the rotation if you want to. And then the weird part was that guy ever since then shut his mouth for a little bit, but then he started opening his mouth once again. At some point, and then he's like, oh, we don't got problems. None of that shit. Oh, nah, I was just messing around. All that crap, bro. You know how some of these guys talk all that shit, but then they talk like, oh, I wasn't saying it like that. They hide a lot of shit. So when you play football, when you practice, bro, you just have a little fun. But sometimes when you go through social media and you go through these chat rooms, bro, they be doing this. But when you go right to the practice field, they zip they fucking mouth. They shut up. For whatever reason, bro. I remember one of the guys who was playing cornerback, bro. And that guy had the biggest fucking mouth, and he was talking fucking shit about me. But as soon as I came to him in fucking person in practice, he didn't say a fucking thing. He went silence completely. I told him, bro, we got a problem? And he's like, nothing, boss. We're good. We're good, boss. Nah, we're good. But I'm like saying, man, this shit's childish. I'm not even going to waste my time with them. So a lot of these chat stuff, sometimes you got to read your playbook, read your understanding. So that's why we have our chats for position groups or defensive groups and all that stuff. But you have a lot of these clowns, bro. They be talking fucking shit like kids. And I'm like, bro, what am I in? Fucking high school? And then I asked one of the owners, bro, then what the fuck am I in this chat for? And he's like, oh, we're just trying to get everybody to communicate. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to fucking get all these fucking messages with all these fucking crap where they talk all their fucking shit at me. And he's like, oh, I'll talk to him. I'll let him know that this is just not acceptable. And I'm like, dude, it's just, I want to just focus on the fucking playbook. I don't want to be on these. I don't want to get at one of those other teammates like that, bro. I was more chill and calm. And then the one thing that was kind of standing out, okay, so I guess when we first played our first game on one of these little matchups, okay, the exhibition game, I go in this exhibition game, I get some snaps here and there, and then as soon as I played my first snap on the game, I get right past that guard and hit the running back for a big loss. And I freaking taunt the shit out of him and told him, you ain't getting a fucking yard after this shit. And then he kind of looked at me and just told the other offensive lineman, I think he might have told him, man, you better block better or this guy's going to talk all shit. So I went on his fucking ear all day, bro. And then as soon as we played some other plays, a lot of stuff. There was a couple of plays I went into. The game was a low-scoring game. I maybe had like 3 tackles during that game, my debut and all that shit. So on my debut playing in the semi-pros, I had like 3 total tackles, a couple of shed blocks, because I was taking double teams. And then after that, I didn't do much shit after that. They wanted me to play some offensive line. And I was like, fuck that shit. Fuck you guys. And then they got all like, I guess they wanted me to get some more reps at O-line. I said, fuck that. And then at some point, man, they convince you to play positions that are not asked. But hey, I told them, hey, you can put me at center. I don't give a shit. I can snap that ball like it's nobody's business out there. And then they said, okay, we'll put you at center. Oh, we need somebody at center. Oh, that guy we got right now, he can't even show up. Well, let's have you at center. Let's play you there. Like, I don't give a fuck. We go in practice. They expect to snap in quickly. And the quarterback snaps it. I go fast. I push that motherfucker to the ground. And then everybody's kind of like chilling and say, okay, he's not too bad. He's all right. Quite a few other guys. And then we get this one big-ass dude who comes out of the blue. And he eventually takes that center job because I sure as hell didn't want the fucking job. But he made it sound like I wanted to take the job. I never did, bro. Never wanted to. Didn't even care about playing offensive lineman. But that dude that was on the squad, bro, he was a fucking big ass motherfucker. Like, dude, he was like bigger than a fucking hometown buffet. But this guy made it sound like I wanted the fucking job. And I told him straight up, bro, listen, I don't give a shit about the O-line position because I want to play defense. I don't care. And then the way I seen those messages, bro, he was doing this. And I'm like, are we back in school again? What the fuck is wrong with these people? And then as soon as I show up the next day in practice, we go against one of these other guys, So I do some scout team looks. I give some other guys some good looks, some of these other guys. So we go against this one offensive lineman, bro. This guy couldn't even fucking block quickly, bro. So what was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to let this guy fucking hug me? And some guys were calling me a fucking bully. Because I fucking got my way with the kid, bro. I told him, hey, he's supposed to learn how to fucking block. He's supposed to get quick on it. And everybody was criticizing me. Even one of the coaching assistants says, you're a fucking bully to this guy. You made him look like out of place. I'm like, dude, what the fuck was I supposed to do? I'm supposed to get tough with him. And then quite a few of the other guys were like saying, hey, let's go easy on that guy. And I'm like saying, no wonder why you guys are fucking trash, bro. You guys are fucking the laughing stock because of that shit, bro. Why do you got to be soft with everybody? And then one of the guys, they were trying to figure out ways to get me out of like a row. So I remember when I first got to play an actual live game, this one coaching staff guy wasn't sure where to put me at that point, because they're always stacked up with positions, everybody else. But I remember telling one of the coaches, do you need me to do some kickoff? I don't mind. I'll make a tackle. And after that, you're going to ask me to play more. You're going to ask me to play more. Trust me, you will. And as soon as I go into that kickoff team, make that tackle, boom, knock that motherfucker out of the ground. And then after I get to the sidelines, the guy looks at me and says, how do you know that? And I'm like, dude, I already had a good prediction of what you were going to say. And he's like, oh, we're going to need you out there. Bro, I said, come on, man. I can play. And then he's like, oh, we can put you on the rotation. We can put you on the O-line, whatever. We can put you everywhere. Don't give a fuck. And this guy's acting all chill, like, oh, he knows what he's doing. I like this guy. He's a little cocky. He reminds me of myself. You know, I'm cool with it. But as soon as I started messing with that young kid, boom, he got all criticizing, calling me a fucking bully, bro. I made that little kid look like a little chump. And I don't apologize, bro. If you're not going to do your job, if you're not going to block me, or if you're not going to do your job the right way of a football player, bro, you're supposed to put your hands on me. But you're letting me get past you because you're fucking slow. Bro, what is this? The little fucking bus of slow bus? I'm going to fucking slow down because of this guy can't fucking block quick? I had to tell that one dude, why are you guys calling me this shit, man? Just because I'm getting past this guy? I'm supposed to make you guys look good on scout team. I'm supposed to get to your quarterback, right? Yeah, I'm supposed to. Of course. Then the one part about that one practice, that one day, I was getting word out, bro. They were having me play the entire snaps of defense all for an hour, playing snaps, going at each other. They kept keeping me over there. They said, nope. We're going to keep you on there. Nope. I'm like, God damn. They kept wearing me out. They kept wearing me out at a point where I was like, And I said, I'm good. Little tired. You know, I was a little too tired. But they kept pushing me. They kept wearing me out and all that shit. And I was like, God damn. And as soon as practice was over, man, I was like, whoo, that was close. Yeah. That was close. I was like, damn, I was about to pass out that shit. But they had me word out for an hour of that playing D-line all day. Usually we do rotations, and that's what it was. CG, I have you thought about being a coach, like in O-line or D-line? I have thought about being at times. I've always thought of myself as a D-line coach or an O-line. Doesn't matter. It's just if the opportunities that present itself, then I would be open for that. But let's get on to that topic story of what I was saying. Okay, so this was kind of like the final straw, the final straw of me being on this team. So I was having thoughts, and I said, man, these guys don't fucking deserve me. I don't give a fuck. So a couple of guys that were about to leave the team, there was about like 3 to 5 people who plan on leaving that team. And I was getting some messages from another squad, and they were talking to me on the message and say, hey, we're gonna need some big guys and some big depth. You interested to join us? And I'm like saying, well, since these guys ain't gonna fucking play me as much, why not? I'm down. And then I kind of give them the notice and say, I'm fucking leaving. Cut me, motherfucker. Cut me. I don't give a shit. And then they kind of like, at first, the guy thought I was just joking around. So he wanted to come and talk to me in person. I told him, I'm done, bro. You guys are fucking pushing me off, and I'm not even fucking having a good time. And then as soon as he finds out that I fucking left the squad for another team, this is where I kind of burned the bridges. I burned bridges by joining the fucking rivalry because of the way they fucking treated me. Did you think I wanted to fucking stay with them? Fuck no. But the worst part about it was we played our first game against that team. And the worst part about it was, like that Stallions team I was a part of, we had fights. We had fights, man. We had some fights during plays. They were chirping. They were getting flags after stupid tackles after flags, bro. We were getting at each other. And it took one of those players from the other squad to call a complaint, and then that fucking team lost a home field because of that shit. How coincidental was that? But everybody wanted to get all bitter because I decided to jump ships with the rival. because of all this crap, man. The way they fucking treated me, did you think I wanted to fucking stick around? Fuck no. They treated me like crap. They disencouraged me. They didn't make me feel appreciated at times. Did you really think I wanted to stick around? Did you think I really wanted to fucking stick with a team that had no directions? A lot of guys in that team were fed up. You had a lot of guys who were running the team. They went a different route. And I was just getting started. And then I left. I already knew from the get-go this team was trash. I'm like, what the fuck am I wasting my time for? It's like, I've been around losing teams, but this shit was worse. This was like a childish shit. And the fact that you lost your home field over that incident, bro, that incident got them to lose fucking home field. It was like the worst shit. So they had to decide to go find a football field at a junior high stadium. They had to freaking do that shit. Oh, we go practice at a freaking park. Oh, let's go play there. We're not going to complain about it. Oh, they fucking complained about that shit because of the freaking grass turfs and all that shit. That was like some crazy shit, man. That was some crazy shit. I'll tell you what, man. A lot of the days of playing that football, bro, it would have been fun to just be on the same page. But some of these guys were all a bunch of stubborns, act like they know it all, insecure about their starting roles, insecure about somebody taking their job when I don't even give a shit about it, That's what I thought. Yeah, a lot of shit during the locker room, a lot of shit during the side, bro. They were throwing me under the fucking bus. Did you really think I was going to put up with that shit? I didn't get paid a damn thing, bro. Played it for free. Had to pay a fee at one point. I mean, usually when you play semi-football, you have to pay some fees for that shit. I wish I got paid for that shit, but it was nothing, bro. So I'll get to the part to where it kind of came down to the final straw with that squad. What led me leaving that squad was I stopped showing up to practice. I started ditching them, and I started like thinking, I ain't gonna worry about this shit. I'm just gonna sit it out and wait it out and see what happens. And as soon as I got a message from this guy, he's like, hey, if you just come to our practice this day, we'll get you on the roster right now. And I'm like, okay, show up that day. All it was just pretty much simple an opportunity. So I go from a team that actually complained about that situation to the other team that actually got them out of a fucking stadium. Just like that. I only lasted with that team for 3 games, and I fucking ditched right off the get-go because there was no role. There was nothing. There was nothing for me to play for. It was a wasted opportunity because they couldn't even utilize me the right way. They kept putting some other guys who didn't even show up to practice, who didn't even fucking put the work out, but they got ahead of me. I remember busting my ass on the practice field. I remember busting my ass all the fucking time, and they always had to put in somebody who was fucking no better than me. That's what I hate about. Like, if you work for it, then that's great, but I haven't seen that guy ever practice in his fucking life. So he only shows up for games, but not on practice. That's the weird part, but hey, it is what it is. But the interesting part about it was I'm starting to get the same offer. I'm starting to get the same offer from that team. The team I ditched, that guy just messaged me like a day ago or two. And he was like, oh, I'll sponsor you. You can show up to the game. You'll be the starter right off the bat. We need some depth right there. We need you to play. And I'm like saying, I'll think about it. Which I'm not going to go. I don't have no intentions of coming back out of retirement. I don't have no intentions whatsoever. I don't like favorites. Yeah, coaches do have favorites. The one thing I don't like about certain coaches is they have favorites. Like, that's what really hurt me at the long haul was they had favorites. They would give them chances more than those other guys. So that's what got me away from the team. But the one thing that convinced me to go to this other team was the coach told me that if you compete for that shit, I'm going to give you the job. I'm not going to hand you shit. You're going to have to earn it. So when he told me that you had to earn that shit, you knew damn well I was going to go over there. So What happens is I kept competing there all the time, and I started getting some more opportunities. The snaps, the rolls, everything. I was getting a lot of opportunities, and I was having a lot of fun just playing for them. So the first day of coming to their practice, one of the guys who I actually played against at the time, I remember one of those highlight films where he knocks the shit out of me on one of the plays where I was just making a block on a kick return. So I was going to try to recover the football. And this guy that I happened to just like try to recover the play, he went boom, knocked me the fuck out. And I had a concussion that day. And I guess that day when I saw him, he was like, "Hey, I'm sorry about what happened the other day." And I said, "Sorry for what? It's football. Come on, man. It's common sense, bro. Why has everybody got to apologize for a fucking hit? Was I dead? Fuck no. I was up." So as soon as he knocked me out, I was up like instantly, bro. I shaked it off like it was nothing. But dude, everybody makes it sound like you have to apologize for every fucking hit. But this one guy, the guy that apologized, he was Jimmy Garoppolo's teammate in college, by the way. He was one of Jimmy Garoppolo's teammates in college. So he played at, Eastern Illinois. So he played for a couple of years with Jimmy Garoppolo. And by experience, he said that guy, yeah, but that guy told me that he played with Jimmy Garoppolo for a couple of years and won some championship with him. So I kind of shake my head and say, "Why the fuck are you still playing this league, bro? You should be playing for other leagues." And he's like, "I just play for the passion." I'm like, "Dude, you just said you played for Jimmy Garoppolo at Eastern Illinois." And he does have his uniform, so it's facts. He did play for him. I was going to try to get him on my show, but he's never responded back, so I don't know. Yeah, I did say that, but I died? Nope, I didn't die. I'm up. I'm still good. That's what happens. So when it came down to the first day of practice with this squad, bro, they weren't even out wearing you out, bro. They were just relaxed. Collectively, bro, they were so relaxed. The practices weren't even that intense. It was more laid back, chill. Do the position drills. That's it. Go do some drills, whatever. But it wasn't like killing each other. Fuck no. It was like fairly competitive, more moving, no complaining. They did the job right. After practices would end pretty early, 20 minutes early, because everybody got their shit right. On the other team, they would go on for another fucking hour because of that shit. This one, you can get out early, bro, because everybody knows what the fuck they're doing. So the transition from going from that squad was they had a good record. They were dominating one of the tough teams out there. So the interesting part about it was I started getting my role. I started niching my role out there, and I started showing out. And then I guess a lot of people were so impressed about how I was able to hustle, make some plays. They started thinking, I like this guy. For whatever reason, he wasn't one of those guys that was complaining or starting shit. I like that guy. He seems chill. He seems good. I like him. And everybody was kind of like being favorites with everybody else, but they got their own talent players. You know, this team was stacked. They were stacked with championship caliber teams. So I was playing for a team that was pretty much in the mix for championship contention. So I started practicing, playing with them, started getting my reps, starting getting the feel of the game a little bit of what they do. I started to adjust a little bit of what they can do. I started, like, before that, when I first started off on those kickoff moves, they started taking cheap shots at me. But then I started to adapt on the speed of the game a little bit. So I started to, like, see it where they were going from. And I kind of just dodge them here and then go, oh, you almost hit me, but you did it this time. So it was kind of like that. And then I started making some impact plays at one point. So there was one of the plays that probably stands out as one of those most effort plays that you can probably look at. This play was like a fake punt play where they thought they would fool me, but I was hustling. So I want to show you guys this play. I'm going to show you that picture. There was this play where I make it on a fourth down play where this guy fakes the punt or something, and they try to fake it on, and I didn't fall for it. So I was probably one of those guys that made the most effort play of the season. But they're going to probably look at that stat sheet. See this play right here? I made one of the most effort plays of the season, and it goes down. See that? That right there was one of the most effort plays I made, and that was on a 4th down play where the guy was like a couple of yards short of a first down. I made that fucking tackle on the play. And that's what makes it outstanding was I made that play. That was one of the most effortless plays I've ever made. And it kind of made momentum. We blew the brakes out of that team. We blew the brakes out of them so bad that they forfeit the damn game. So it wasn't even fair. We scored like 40 damn points. And then it was only for 2 quarters and they fucking forfeit the game. This is how semi-football can be. If you're short out of players, they can forfeit. So it took them until 2 quarters to realize, oh, we're not going to play. We're not going to be in this game. We're getting our ass whooped. The fact they got their ass whooped, they forfeit the damn game. So we won by a blowout. How the hell do you fucking quit on 2 quarters? I don't get it. That's what I was kind of like shaking my head at first. Like, I'm like thinking, I thought we're supposed to play all 4 quarters. Nope. There's different rules of semi-football. If you're short on players after injuries, they can easily forfeit the game. So I started learning that adjustment about that. So when they made those, like when I didn't know you had to forfeit the game. So if you were short on players or by injuries or something like that, you can forfeit. You can forfeit on halftime. And that's freaking weird. Like, you can really forfeit a game on halftime. The fact that this team fucking destroyed them, and they barely scored 40. We barely scored 40 points, and that's it. They fucking forfeit. They fucking forfeit. Like, dude, they fucking forfeit this shit. This was a team I jump on the ships with. They forfeit the fucking game, bro. I never thought in my life, like, damn. So I didn't have to worry about playing the fucking snap on halftime. I'm like, hey, I'll be ready, coach. And then coach is telling me, oh, nope, that team just forfeit. Oh, we're good. Take our shit. We're out of here, coach. All right, we got a W. We're out of here. We come and practice with a W. We come up all chill and relax, and we go, yeah, we blew the brakes out of that team. Well, it took 2 quarters for them to quit, and they were just gone. Then the next team we play, we blow the brakes out of this team. Another 2-quarter forfeit. What the hell, man? Couldn't even get a damn team. Whatever that team was, they sure as hell had some fucking weak-ass players on the fucking field, bro. They, for whatever reason, they didn't have enough players, or for whatever reason, bro. There was a couple of forfeit games, but then there was a couple of teams we played against. So there was a couple of teams we played against, and it was pretty interesting. So let's get on to the interesting part of this one game. So we happened to go all the way down to San Francisco, all the way down to San Francisco City College. We play at that stadium. There was this team that they call the South Beach Outlaws, the team that everybody should be afraid of. You know, the team that everybody should be intimidated by. So we come into that stadium. We play like a really good football game down there. And we beat them by 17 points. But the next day, you know what sucks about the next day? They fucking reversed the damn game. How the fuck do you reverse that shit? So he technically got disqualified for what? They do the same shit. That's how you know the fucking league is rigged, bro. They fucking got the championship that following year, and we got fucking screwed that year. So that's what fucking sucked about playing that team. Dude, they fucking complained or some shit, or they fucking did like some complaint shit. They were complaining about it, and then the fucking commissioner came into the feds and said, oh, it wasn't fair and all this bullshit. I'm like, fuck is this from, man? But that team was ranked number 1 for a reason, but we beat them, and they fucking turned that shit over. What the fuck is wrong with those people? So we play them. They never had a problem with the way we played, but when we played them, oh shit, bro, they fucking complained. They were crying, bro. They were like, oh, that team's not supposed to beat us. What? Oh, come on. They screwed us over, the damn refs. Oh, they got somebody from another college to play for us. All this bullshit. They were complaining about that crap all day, bro. And I was like, man, They brought some players from other college too, so they make it sound like it's fucking cheating in their own rights too. Whatever reason it was, we had a fucking good player, but they never fucking had a problem with it until we played them. Oh shit, that's what it was. So when you experience a little bit of semi-football, you see a lot of fucking favoritism. A lot of favoritism for football teams. Like the NFL, you can tell there's certain favorites in certain ways, but in the semi-football league, they're gonna have they're gonna pick your favorites. The team that we beat, for some reason, they were picked to win the championship right off the bat, and they fucking reversed the scoreboard because we fucking beat their ass. How's that fucking fair? We beat them. We beat them. Can't fucking change shit. So we go into the field, we celebrate like a fucking team out there. So we make some bragging rights, and then the next day, all for nothing? All for nothing, bro. All for nothing. We play a hard-fought game, and we get fucking screwed out of that shit. And they fucking reverse the damn decision, which is stupid. I don't understand the fucking rules of football. But I want to show you guys a picture of that play where we were taunting that day. We had a good day taunting on football. So we were taunting. We were having a good time. We were bragging. We were talking shit. We were smack talking on the football field. This was the day we had our fucking bragging rights. So this is where we actually kind of made our stands at the San Francisco City College. And this is where we were taunting, pointing at them and telling them, we beat you guys. We beat you. Next day, they fucking reversed the damn scoreboard. What the fuck? And actually, that was a day that Jimmy Ward actually went on my comments on Instagram, by the way. That picture right there was one of the pictures that Jimmy Ward went on my comments. And I was caught by surprise when Jimmy Ward went in my comments that day. So when I posted that shit on Instagram, Jimmy Ward was like flexing his, flexing like the muscle flex emoji and say, let's go, whatever. I had that that was like so 2019 when Jimmy Ward used to talk to me during that time. Yeah, those were the fucking days. But that was one of the taunting plays. Debo that like button. What's up, Niner by nature? Yeah, but did you die? Nope, I'm alive. That's what they say. I told that guy, did I die? Nope, I'm alive. That's what's up. So that was one of the pictures that actually that Jimmy Ward kind of put in the like of. He put like some flex like this, and then he kind of just like, yep, what's up with it, man? What's good? What's up, buddy? So there's a lot about these football stories, man. It's a lot. But if you guys got any questions about what it's like to play on the football field, I'll give you some perspective. You guys can ask me any damn questions. I'll give it some time. Yeah, Debo that motherfucking like button. Not about nature says, Debo that like button. He means go give me that like button. That's my like button, punk. Yeah, fire. What's up, Amin the Dream in the house? What's up? Yeah. So this was one of the pictures that actually got Jimmy Ward to comment on Instagram that day. And that was like 2019. That was in San Francisco that day. So get a good picture of that. If John Jay is on the comment stream, if John Jay sees this stream, I want to show him the picture of me at that City College right there. And I don't think he probably never cared for the semi-football league, but I'll tell you what. I was in this picture. If you see it, John Jay, this was San Francisco City College. This was at the City College of where you're from. And this is where we were taunting, bro. We were taunting on that fucking team. We were talking smack after a win, and they fucking reversed the shit. And they actually ran laps. They actually ran laps after losing, bro. I don't know if I still have that picture, but it was the video, I probably need to find that video. That video was probably one of the most fucking viral shit we ever had. What is it like going up against a D-line man? Oh, D-line man, okay. What's different about facing D-line is the way they can be a rush, like they can rush towards you, or they can get on you and freaking get past you, or it depends on what their techniques are. If they bull rush you, they can grab onto you and push you. It depends on what kind of edge rushers you face or D tackles. Like mostly I've been facing a lot of D tackles. So mostly you face more of these D tackles who bull rush you or takes the double team. So some of them have some good matchups. Like when you face a D line, bro, they can be the more aggressive ones compared to us. Because when you play the O line, you're mostly supposed to block them and prevent them from breaking out of the play, because that's where they disrupt a lot of stuff. But what makes it interesting about facing D line was I had a better understanding. I had a better understanding of playing that position because I played defensive line, so I had a good tendency of what they can do. So when I knew exactly what that D-line was going to do, I already beat them to the punch and blocked them right towards that area. All I had to do was slide them right towards the other guard, and bam, that was it. That was like taking off the trash off because I played center. All I had to do was just push them right towards the guard, and that was it. Take them out the trash, or sometimes I just drive, push them, and then just go, bam, get the fuck off me. That's it. I can either just do like hand placement or slap his hand off the damn position. Like sometimes they're going to try to get towards you, but you freaking slap them and tell them, get the fuck off my hand. You block them, you do this, you do that. Sometimes it depends on how they run. They can just get aggressive. Like, you see a lot of those players. There's going to be guys who try to do techniques. Techniques is what they do best. Like, if you watch a lot of these films of what Aaron Donald does with his techniques and a lot of other players, they do these type of that's what they try to do. They try to do exactly like them. The Warren Sapp techniques, all that stuff. They do these little, they do a little bit of something. They do like this thing called something that Nick Bosa does. He does something with a type of counter move. A counter move is what we always have to adapt on, and you always got to block it in a certain way. But you got to make sure you slap it before they do it, and you got to make sure you get towards them. Yo, what's up? What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What was it like facing D-line, facing O-line too? You know, I'll give you two experience of facing O-line. When you play defense, it's all about the techniques of getting past them. But I was taught that you can bull rush them at times, but if you have better techniques, you can get past them. Doing good, man. Doing good. Doing good. Doing good. How's it going, bro? Saw your Lakers video, man. That was tight. That was dope. That was dope as hell, bro. That was a dope-ass video I've ever seen. So what's up, man? I'm doing good. Doing good. Doing good. Yep. Let's see. So, yeah, defensive line gives you a tougher matchup. Depends on who you face. There's some strong guys who can get towards you and get past you like it's nothing, bro. Depends on which ones you face. Same here. I'm doing good. That's what's up. Man, would have thought so, man. But there's more into it, you know? A lot of coaches do play favorites, you know? Let's be honest. They do play favorites. When you're on the football field, it doesn't matter how you impress the coaching staff. If they have their own favorites, doesn't matter, bro. They'll still pick those guys, even though they're not even better than you. So you get some of those. And then behind the scenes of what happens between players is you're going to have different personalities. They're not going to get along with everybody else. But what we all have in common is we always have something in common about winning. We win games, we're cool. We lose games, oh, it's your damn fault. It's your damn fault why we lost. Oh, it's your fault, man. Let's get rid of this motherfucker off our team. That's how you get it. When you win, you're going to say, oh, we love this guy. We love him. He's the reason why we're in this position. You know, that's just the way how people look at it. When you look at it that way, that's how you look at it when it comes down to the wins and losses. But that's just how some coaches are. But coaches, they pick the favorites. Like, they never really give chances to actual people who played their hardest out there. You always have to be dealt with favoritism. At this point, you do. But if you guys haven't seen much of the stuff I was showing about, you know, still have this helmet. So it's probably one of those helmets I still have. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Got this old headband, little old headband I put on my head. Let's see. This little other crappy uniform I had before. I don't know. Don't even wear them. These are like the pants. Pant gears. Let's see. Another team, like the other team's jersey I still got. Let's see. Another one of these. A different team. See right here. It's another one. See another one, but a different team. Pants. Pants here. You look at that one. Look how fucked up it is. And all that. Looks good. How you look at it, man. Yep. If you guys want more of the info, man, that's all the stuff I got. I mean, there is my shoulder pads. If you guys give me a second. Oh yeah, shoulder pads. That's the best part. Oh yeah, these shoulder pads were $200 or $300. I think it was $300. It actually was $300 because it gives you flexibility. You can move with it and you can hit people with it. So it was a good thing I invested. But if anybody else wanted those shoulder pads, I would have sold them. But nah, I think I'll be good with it. We'll see what it may. So let's come to the final conclusion of my playing days. All right. So we go all the way down Sacramento. Oh, wait. Let me put my other game experience. So I finally get a chance to play at that. I finally get a start position. So I play at guard at Elk Grove, played against Elk Grove, the Kings. We played against that squad. And I got to be like, we were going practicing. We were kind of like doing our drills. But then I was like told that I was going to be the starter right off the bat. And I'm like, oh, shit. I had a feeling because I asked one of the guys on the team and I said, hey, am I going to be starting at guard because we're shorthanded at that position? And one of the guys said, yeah, be ready. We're going to need you out there. And I'm like, really? Okay. All right. So they put me out there. I started getting comfortable at that position, started mauling people. I made one of those big plays, one of those big blocks. If I can still find that picture, but I had this one pitch perfect block where it resulted for a touchdown. So all I did was this block play where I do that, hold on to that defender, and the quarterback had enough time in the pocket and he found his receiver right off the bat, and it was a touchdown. All thanks to a couple of the offensive linemen who did a good job on the blocking play. I did good on the first series. Couple of series, I did okay. Then the next couple of series, I get fucking beat off the bat a little here and there. They still kind of gave me a chance to stick around. I started getting comfortable a little here and there. Then I started playing some defense a little bit. So I started playing a little bit of defense out there. And I guess for whatever reason, one of the players kind of had a fail attempt play on a fake punt play. For whatever reason, why did he even fucking do a fake punt play? But whatever happened was the guy who didn't have the snap right on the punt play, they were about to throw the ball, and one of the guys fumbles the ball, and then one of the guys recovers the ball in the end zone, and I make the tackle, and it results in a safety. So I made that play, and then they call a freaking penalty on that shit because of the way I fucking hit him in the crown of the head. So I guess they call a flag because the way I kind of like tackled him, it went to the crown of the head a little bit, and I guess they fucking just nullified that penalty and automatic first down. So that was on me on that play. And then we still won that game either way. That was one of the ugliest scores we ever won, but they nullified a fucking safety. Could have been 16-0. But damn, they notified that play because I went in the fucking crown of the head. I guess I was going helmet to helmet a little bit, and I guess I was going quick reaction, and they called that a fucking penalty right off the bat right there. So that's probably why. But I was fucking going crazy on that fucking play where I make the fucking safety play, and then they just fucking blew it right off the mat. And then the last play, going down Sacramento, we play against some other team that comes from Stockton, so we go all the way down Sacramento area to go play there. And I make one of the most ridiculous plays out there. So we make this play on a kickoff play. I made this tackle, and I hit this guy pretty hard, and I guess he got injured during that play, and I was just leaving the play after that. And then the next couple of series, I get put in different rotations. I get put in at the defense more. They needed me to fill in that defense. I started playing more defense. I started getting out there. And then they needed me to play some little bit of offensive line out there. And I started getting a little tired here and there. It was probably the most snaps I've ever had to play through a heated weather. You know, the weather was like hot, like 100+ degrees hot out there. And, dude, I was playing a lot of freaking snaps out there. I was playing a lot of guard, and then I was playing a lot of D-line. I played like at least a few of kickoffs, you know, but I was getting so tired, bro. I was like, oh. And then one of the guys say, hey, can you go in for this play? And I'm like, dude, I just got off a kickoff play. Give me a couple of plays and I'll jump in, you know, a couple of plays because I need to get a breather in a little. And then as soon as I got in for a couple of plays, I say, hey, I'm good to go. Let's go. And we start making a couple of plays, and this game kind of went into a shootout. You know, this game went into a shootout it went into the high 30s. And this game alone was ridiculous, bro. This game was like something that everybody was excited to watch. It was like those 30. The score was 35-38. Unfortunately, we lost that game, but man, that game was a shootout like nuts. And then the following day, after we get to the playoffs, we finished the season 7-3. So 7-3, we make the playoffs. We beat this other team that we beat in the regular season, and then we advanced to another matchup. We beat, and then we play against a team we actually should have beat in the beginning, but they fucking complained about it. But this time they got the win. But it was like a low, ugly score game, so we barely lost to them by at least a couple of points. And then after that, they had no football season. They had like a year or two off, so that team was out of football for at least a year or two because they wanted a year to regroup and get some more new players and a lot of stuff. And it kind of played a factor into me just not wanting to play no more. You know, I said, I'm done. I don't even want to come back. Because, you know, it was like pointless, you know, like if I wanted to come back and play, I wanted to play for a contending team. I wanted to play for a team who would win championships, but wasn't in for like all of it. You know, I wanted to get a role and get a ring, but couldn't get that. So we were like shorthanded at the time. So that's why they started off the year differently. And then the following season, when they made their return back, they won the Valley Championship, unfortunately, but I didn't play. So it is what it is. Do I take back leaving the game? No. I don't take back nothing, because when I played this game, I played it for fun, but it had to come to a point to where you had priorities. You had priorities to a certain extent. And the fact that my wife was more concerned about my health being, the fact that my family needed my help, the pressure's on me, man. If it were pretty much anything for me, if I had nothing to worry about, dude, I would fucking play instantly, but it's just not in my best interest to play football anymore. As much as I'm getting offers to come back, I'm just not interested. Just don't care, bro. I'm not even playing no more, bro. Like, I don't have it in the heart of my passion to play this game, because this game was fun until it lasts. And until it came down to the point of my playing days, bro, it had to come down to it. So that's what it was. It wasn't just to come and play. Now, it had to come with the heart, you know? If I didn't have the passion for this game, you know, I was just done. I've experienced a lot of pointing fingers. I experienced a lot of downtimes during my days, you know? There was a time in the season where my brother passed away, and it still haunts me to live with this, you know? The fact that my brother didn't get a chance to witness me playing football during the semi days. He passed away because of health reasons, and it kind of changed me perspectively a little bit. And then even after the season was over, I was just looking forward to the future. I was thinking about coming back, but I had no intentions. So I had one of these accidents happen to me, you know? I was just running around, being funny, and just being excited, and then boom, broke my fucking ankle. Broken in different places. I had to require surgery 2 different occasions to fix my fucking ankle. And it still feels like pain to this day. Played a lot of football throughout my playing days. Played through 6 concussions. Played through fractured fingers. Played through adversity. Played through a lot of pain. and most of all, played through the tragedy of my brother. If that's not respect in the football field, then I don't know what is. But if that's all you guys need to know about the football story, I'll tell you what. I experienced a lot of the down times, but I experienced mostly the excitement of the game. I suggest anybody, if you have passion for the game of football, you need to go play for it. Don't be forced. Do it inside of your heart. That's the best advice I can give you guys. But till next time, I will see you guys in the round table. We're getting past that hour mark. Wasn't expecting much out of you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys didn't even bother to look at it as much. But hey, appreciate you guys checking it out. I'm just going to end it on the high note. So as always, I will see you guys later. So go Niners. Peace.